Welcome, everybody. Hello, how are we? Good to see you all here tonight. I think that, it'll be exciting tonight. We've got some really cold weather here, actually. It's so cold the last couple of days. It's unbelievable. Yes, I don't know how the homeless go in this weather. Honestly, I look out the window and I see them outside and I'm just like, really? I couldn't cope in this cold, horrible, wet, rainy weather. It's just too much. So, yes. Hey, Bailey, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Let me know where you're tuning in from. So, tonight I really want to talk about business. You know, there's so many different ways to talk about business, and we have a way of just ignoring stuff when it comes up for us, and I think most people tend to get stuck because of it, and it's because they become overwhelmed or they just don't have the support that they are either looking for or that they need to be able to move forward. Welcome, Tay. Welcome, Young. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Hey, Layla. Welcome, Nita. So, I guess tonight is all about letting people know that you don't have to be in business and be alone or feel like you're alone, because I think one thing I've learned over the years is many times I've felt alone. I've been on my own. Hi, Holly. Hi, Benals. Hi, Inns. Welcome. Chef Jenny. Hello. Welcome, everybody. I think often we feel like, hi, thanks, Kai. Thanks, Will. Welcome. I think we often feel like we either have shame or guilt that we're not as advanced in our business as we would like to be. And so we feel intimidated if we have to go and ask for help, right? So if you're in business, drop a 1 in the comments for me. I'd just like to know how many of you are in business. Because this applies to life and business. It doesn't really matter. Welcome, Justice. Welcome, Mud, Ty, Kai. Yes, thank you for liking my live. I appreciate it. Thank you. So often they're connected anyway. So, and I know what it's like. I know what it's like to get stuck. So you're in business. So is it a traditional business or is it an online business? I can't see the name attached to that one, but I'd love to know. Hi, Stephen. Welcome. Scarlett, welcome. Thanks for joining us. So it's really around life, where that's all interconnected. It doesn't matter what happens, but online business. Okay, great. Yeah. That's, I have both. I have a traditional business, and I also, when I say traditional, it's still online, but it's a traditional coaching business, but I also have online businesses that I work in as well. So I think that often we can get caught up feeling as though we don't want to share with anybody because we feel like we should be further ahead in our business than what we are. Does that apply to you as well? Like, do you feel like sometimes you just not? Yeah, totally. Yeah, absolutely. So, if you're a driven entrepreneur or network marketer and you feel stuck, then I feel like often it's because you haven't got the support that you are looking for, because we're all promised the world, right? We're all told that you're going to get the support and to speed up the business, and to make a lot of sales. Yeah. So, and that's often the case. And I think often we've got our focus in the wrong area. It might just be the smallest little part of your strategy that you're using that needs to be tweaked, or it could be a slight misalignment that you're not pulling together in the same direction, and so there's a shift there that's not actually getting the results that you want. But I also think that often it's about not having support, because, especially if you're in a traditional type business, even if it's online, you feel like often, you're doing everything yourself, especially when you're starting out, and you feel like there's often, everybody else is so busy, you don't want to ask them for help. And I think that's our biggest mistake. I think that everybody needs support and help in business. Doesn't matter where you are, what level of business you're in. I think that, I'm going from my own experiences because I've been in all these situations. So, I've been overwhelmed. I felt like I wasn't making any money. I felt like I was alone. I felt like I had to do it all myself. And it literally can destroy our mindset. And so the energy starts to change, and then that's what's going out, and we're too focused on one thing and not focused enough on helping other people. Because at the end of the day, really, I'm here to help people. I only want to help people. And yes, of course, there's income that can be attached to that at some point. Know, like, and trust, right? You've got to know, you've got to like, you've got to trust. And that is the key to being successful in business. Sometimes we just got to let go of stuff. We're hanging on to stuff. We don't need to know how, because it will just work out the way it's meant to work out when you're putting in the right effort and the right amount of time and the right amount of action steps. But another question, I guess, do you really know what your goal is? Do you really know what your goal is? And are you aligned with that goal and what the true purpose and mission of your business is? So do you know what the real mission of your business is? Drop a 1 if you do. And if you know if you've got a real vision for your business, and you know the direction and you're setting your goals, drop a 2 in, because I'm really keen to know where everybody's at. So thanks, Kai. I really appreciate all of that. So you've got your vision. You know what your vision is. Do you know if it's all fully aligned? Yeah, absolutely. Marketing and sales is never about the marketing and the sales. And that's true. It really, people come and present a problem of what's wrong in their business, and very often it's not actually the problem. The problem comes from an internal block, right? You're stuck in an area. It's an old belief, or it's something that you've been conditioned to think is the way to do it, but it's just not. It's not always the case, and that's what I say. Often it's just a really slight misunderstanding of where we're putting our information. So I've got, no worries, Kai. Look, every night except Sundays I'm on this. I'm in Australia, so if that helps, join me for sure of an evening at 6:15 Sydney, Australia time. And I'd love to be able to help you. There's a link in my bio. If you go there, you'll definitely be able to have a look at some information and have a look around. You've got 7 days free trial to have a look around. That's my community that I build. So, and for me, that's really important because people are actually getting the help that they need. And it's not a lot of money, but you get coaching and everything, all the replays, everything's provided in there. So, go to the link in my bio and copy and paste that, and you would definitely be able to have a look at that community. Hey Ruth, welcome. So thank you for joining me. I know you're super busy. Thanks for the rose. Appreciate it. Thank you. So, what other challenges do you have around your business? Maybe if you can let me know in the, no, I don't have people on my lives unless they're part of my community or part of my business. So, sorry, Tom, but no. So what are the challenges that you have in business? Maybe comment in here and let me know, because I think often we don't realise what challenges we have unless we really start to think about it. And it's about your, long-term vision for your business. What does that look like and how to break it down? Scaling your business can be really quite easy. What gets hard is people start overthinking what happens and they forget about taking the steps. Getting people to buy products at a consistent rate. So what sort of business is it that you have where you've got products to sell? Hey, Bernie, welcome. Hello. Nice to see you on here. So a couple of people within one of my businesses that I'm in, and that's what we do in the community. We support each other. That's what it's about. We help each other, support each other. We can message each other. It's just an amazing feeling. Oh, I didn't know you were in Canada. Oh, good to know. So it's really great to know that we just show up for each other as well. And even if that is just a minute jumping on the live, say hi, and we have to go, it's like, important that we really do get to see each other showing up for each other. So soap, pain relief, okay, natural ingredients. So yeah, so all organic plant-based stuff by the looks of that. So look, that can be a bit of a challenge because now what was your question? Getting people to buy products at a consistent rate. So you're talking about reordering. They have to reorder these products. See, often, when people are buying products online, they're actually they're paying for shipping. And I don't know if this is your case, but I'm like, this is often the case. They're paying for, yes, I'd love people to share my live. Thank you for sharing it, Ruth. Thank you. So thanks, Jess and Sophie, for the follow. Appreciate that. So often we've got shipping costs, and if it's international, which all my businesses are global, otherwise I wouldn't do them. They've got international shipping costs, which can work out a little more expensive. And then they've got, if it's international shipping, then they've got customs, what's the word? Oh gosh. Customs regulations that they've got to get through. And then often they can get it cheaper from somewhere else. So while those businesses still exist, there's a lot that, like Madeira just went down 2 days ago. Like they've been running for 23 years because people have to buy products and have to have a downline and have to get this and, to do it. And I think that when that happens, it creates that feeling of, overspending. So, when you're facing these issues, this is why I go into digital businesses, because the products are done for me. I don't have to create my own products. I don't have to sell them or ship them or store them. So there's no inventory. People can just click on a link and purchase the products themselves. And then I don't have that issue, see? So that can be a big part of, that's a big part of why I don't do product-based businesses where I've got to organise to get the products to them. So that can be really challenging, yeah. So if there was another way you could do it, if there's another way you can work out how to do that, because it could be your own products that you have developed and are selling, or it could be something else. So I think that, we have to sometimes weigh up what's going to be most the best opportunities. So that's going to be the biggest thing. Yeah. Natural ingredients, make the products, and making them is no problem. Yeah. So is it international as well? Is it an international business as well? Just waiting for you to come back. So, this might be a further conversation that has to happen offline as well. So I'm happy to do that. If you pop into my community, then you can ask me a question in there and I can definitely help you with that. So the growth that you're not getting in that the growth that you're not getting in your business can sometimes, be affected by that as well. So, and that might need a deeper kind of conversation as well, so I can find out more specifically. But as long as you stay true to yourself, which, that's something that it sounds like you are very true to yourself and to your core values, and that's important. That's super important. And what strategies are you using to market as well? People see my business, some buy, most don't, to appeal to them. Yeah, so then we'd have to work on that because, I think it's, like I said, I think that's like, if you go into my community, we can have a conversation and then I can answer those questions more for you. I think we can be more specific on that. So, I think that's definitely something that is worth looking at a little bit closer. And then I can work out, who you're targeting, what your marketing strategies are, because I need to look at that to be able to help you to do that as well. So, that's important as well. So, but with mine, like I have automated systems. I have my businesses work 24/7 for me, so I don't have to put in all that time and effort. I have a blueprint, a simple step-by-step system that's proven to work, and I use that and I follow those steps, and I go to some trainings, and I learn and skills that I never thought that I'd ever learn at my age. I never thought I'd be doing right now. But, I have learnt a lot in the last year that I've been in this particular business. I get sales all the time. Once the lead goes in, I don't have to follow anybody up. I don't have to do anything like that. And if I was to, just give me a second, I can show you the type of, sorry, I was all over the place then. I can show you this one here. So this is, if I get on here and flip my camera, you'll be able to see. So this is the type of sales, the type of wins that we have within, this is not my community, but this is one community that I belong to. And it just shows you 50K in 5 months. So that's pretty much 10K a month. These are all for digital products, so very different. But it's the difference between being able to make sales and not. So is there a strategy that you can put in place where, and again, this would take more time one-on-one. And look, 2,700 in less than a week, learning how to make profit in 7 days, somebody just hit 84,000 for the 10 months. And some of the wins are just, look, she just completed the Freedom Machine. I like to call it my Freedom Fund. That's what I call mine. And it's because I don't have to worry. It gives me my time back. It gives me leads, and the leads are followed up automatically by the system. It does it all itself, and so it does make a big difference. Let me just have a look at these. Mimi, hi. How do you succeed in life? I use a lot of the law of attraction techniques, because that literally balances my energy. It aligns me. It keeps me very intuitive. Gives me great understanding of what aligns with me, what my core values are, and whether or not I should take action on something. But it also gives me the messages that I need. So, that's really important for me. Love your jumper. How does it, How does it scientifically relate to my glasses? I have no idea what that means. It's, and that's what I teach in my community, because that's where people get stuck and where they get blocked. It's about, and in my bio, there is a link in my bio. If you go up here, click on my name, then you can copy and paste the link that's in there. And then just get a 7-day free trial. If you don't like it, that's absolutely fine. It's not for everyone, but it is for some people. And it is about you just having a look around and seeing whether or not it works for you. Is advertising on websites effective for marketing strategies? Hey Glenn, hello, welcome. Is advertising on websites effective for do you mean a landing page or a sales page for people to go to? Because where else are you going to put them? If you're not building an email list, then you're leaving money on the table for sure. So yes, I have a landing page for everything that I do. So it's their website pages. So the link up here in my bio, if you click on that, it will open up to, let me just have a look here. I'm just going to show you. Let me go back here. So this is for my community. It'll go there, and you just pop your email address in here, and it will take you through to where you go and join the community. And that is exactly what I've set up I've set Funnel up to do that. And if I was to go to my online business, this is the other one. It goes here. You put your email address in here, you'll get a video, plus you are also set up in the emails, so that will come out to you. Now again, this is not about whether you join or not. It's about taking an interest to have a look and see whether or not it is for you. And it doesn't matter if it's not. If it is for you, it's an opportunity that you might... you might miss out on an opportunity that perhaps you've been waiting for. So that's really what it's about. That's what how I would put it forward. So absolutely, because if you haven't got a funnel, you haven't got an email, you're not building an email list, and therefore you're not in a position where you're able to build a connection with people, because all my emails are done on automation. I don't write those emails, they're already done. And again, that's an important part. So it frees up my time so I can do more of what I really want to do. I do a 2-hour day, and that consists of creating my content. It consists of connecting with my community, putting my daily videos into my community, giving my community, answering the questions, answering my emails, and then I move on. If I've got trainings to do or any trainings I want to do, I do those. And so my 2-hour workday, that just then leaves, 22 hours left. Thanks, Demi. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So that gives me 22 hours left in my day to be able to do whatever I choose to do. And I'll often get up at, 5:30 in the morning because I want to get my 2 hours done. So I've got the whole rest of, yeah, that's right, exactly. So Ruth says your website or landing page is your shopfront, which it is. It's not bricks and mortar. Hello, Yasna, welcome back. Thanks for dropping in again. I love seeing you pop up here. I'm really good, and you? So, we don't have bricks and mortar in a business. I personally don't. So, how people come across your website page, it's important because that's their first impression. So it makes a huge difference. A huge difference to be able to, connect with them, because you've literally got about 3 seconds for them to look and decide whether or not they want to stay on that page. So that's super important, super important. Again, I didn't build this website. I didn't build it at all. It was done for me. So all I did was literally put in a little spiel about myself right into the website. So yeah, no problem at all. You're very, very welcome. What was your name? Just so if I see it come up somewhere in my list, that'd be great. And then if you've got any questions, you can also reply to the email you get. Tyler, perfect. Thank you. So yeah, you can reply to the email that you get. Check your spam as well, because that that makes a difference as well. A lot of them on the initial email that you get may end up in your spam folder or your junk mail. So yeah, you can ask me the questions. That's fine. Hans. Hi, Harrison. Welcome. So it's important that people are recognizing you for the work that you do, and that it doesn't get sidetracked, and you do, the reason I build my community is because I have everything in that community. It's easy for people to find the information. It's, it's about helping people to identify, why they're not going to the next level in their business. It helps people get unstuck. It helps you to balance your energy and work out what is missing. And there's all sorts of different programs within that you can look at. And if it's for you, it's for you. And if not, it's absolutely fine. So yeah, like Hans, if you want to go to that link as well, you can put your information in, go to the community, or you can just reply to the email. That's absolutely fine. Because once you get that, then you can definitely do it. Thank you. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. So yeah, I'm all about heart-centered business owners creating real dreams and goals in their life, and building a life that's full of, entrepreneurial qualities, so that they don't have to, work hard, because we weren't meant to work hard. I know there's a saying out there that says life wasn't meant to be easy, blah, blah, but life was meant to be easy. Somebody told us that. It's BS, to be honest. Somebody taught them that, and that's what they believed. But to be honest with you, that's not true. I don't choose to believe that. I believe life is easy. Everything's in ease and flow. And that comes from the law of attraction strategies that I use, that I teach, that I help people break through with, So if that's something that you're interested in, I would love you to go to that link in my website, in my bio, and just copy and paste it, and really start to unlock those life and business secrets that you've got hiding away inside you, because you deserve more. Honestly, you absolutely deserve more in life, and nobody deserves to struggle or live in lack or scarcity. It's just not a nice place to be. I've been there too. I know what that's like. So I think it's really important that when we understand what it is that's stopping us, we can just flip the script on that so easily, especially when you have the tools to be able to do that. So, guys, I'm going to leave it there. My 30 minutes is just up. So, nope, Elizabeth, nope, what? Nope, don't know what you're saying no to. So, definitely looking for people who are really serious about their future and really want to make a change and leave and build a legacy for their family, so that they never have to work again, right? Never have to work again. So I do look forward to seeing you all tomorrow night. Thank you for joining me. Go to that website link in my bio and pop your information in, and we'll talk soon. So I'll see you all on the inside. Have a lovely rest of your night, rest of your day, wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you all tomorrow.